a family favorite, which is my Longganisa Pasta recipe. And you're quickly gonna realize that not only do we have very few ingredients, we have also a very quick process to this recipe. So I hope you guys get to try it at home and you get to enjoy it with your friends and family. And let me know how it goes, just have fun. I am also gonna put a little bit of a disclaimer that I am not a professional chef, nor am I a trained cook. I just enjoy cooking. Like many of my Filipino kababayans, laki kami sa kusina, so marami sa amin mahilig magluto. Tsaka ulitin ko lang, ito recipe ko, nagkataon lang na na-enjoy siya ng mga pamilya ko, so nasa inyo kung na-try nyo. Ano pa ba? Gusto ko rin i-add na hindi mawawala ang aking very favorite companion, ang aking wine. Lastly, sa mga kapamilya ko, mga kaibigan ko na matagal na humihingi ng recipe na to, ito na, okay? Para sa inyo din to. I hope you like it. Sana na-appreciate nyo na sinishare ko na sa inyo to. So yeah, let's get started. Before that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, cheers! Inom kayo, guys. One bulb of minced garlic, 8 tablespoons of butter, 2 Roma tomatoes chopped, 6 basil leaves, 1 cup of Parmesan cheese, 12.8 ounces or 380 ml of media crema, 7.6 ounces or 225 ml of media crema, garlic powder to taste, chili powder to taste, cayenne pepper to taste, red pepper flakes or crushed to taste, parsley flakes to taste and for garnish, black pepper to taste, olive oil, a pound of fettuccine pasta noodles, French bread, half a pound of sweet pork skinless longanisa, 2 sweet pork longanisa patties. I'm adding this for you guys so you guys can see different options of longanisa or sweet pork longanisa. My preference is sweet pork longanisa. Doesn't matter what shape, what size, as long as it's sweet pork longanisa, I'm good. But I wanted to make sure you guys see different options. Okay guys, let's start. Let's go ahead and turn the stove into medium high and let it warm up a little bit and prepare it for your longanisa. We are gonna start with longanisa, so just kind of monitor your heat. Okay, mine feels very warm at this point, so we're gonna go ahead and start with our longanisa. I'm gonna start with our skinless sweet pork longanisa, and let's go ahead and also add our longanisa patties. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're starting with our longanisas, and what I learned from yung paborito kong YouTuber chef, alam ko kilala niyo lahat yon, si Miss Judy Ann Santos. Ang natutunan ko sa kanya is rendering the meat. So if you've noticed, I didn't even add any oil before I added the longanisa into my pan. Kasi gusto natin yung source ng oil natin manggagaling talaga, like I said, sa longanisa. So, ayan. So, ginagawa ko, dinudurog ko lang yung longganisa natin. Pero ako kasi, tsaka my family, I like biting into chunks of longganisa, like good sizes of longganisa. So, ayoko siyang masyadong durog. So, ayan. Labas nyo lahat ng galit nyo sa boyfriend nyo, sa ex nyo, sa 2020, labas nyo lahat. Lahat ng galit nyo, labas nyo dyan. So, diba, usually, we buy our own ground meat. Ito, sariling sikap. Tayo na magdurog ng sarili nating longganisa, sarili nating karne. Okay? So, sa akin, mga ganitong size ng longganisa, ganitong chunks, okay na sa akin. Masaya na ako niyan. Yan. So, hanggang pinapaluto ko yung longganisa natin at hinahayaan natin lumabas yung oil. Parang ganyan. Sa inyo guys, so, sarap na. Yan ang masarap. Nalagyan ko na siya ng butter. Okay? Pampalasa din yon. Halos lahat ng pasta ko guys may butter. Okay, so add na natin yung butter natin. So, sabi ko nung simula, mga 3 cups of, or 3 tablespoons. Ito na guys, naramdaman ko na yung wine ko. Mga 3 tablespoons ng butter itong nasa bowl natin, no? So, gamit natin kalahati lang, so mga 1.5. Ganyan. Yan. Generous amount. Guys, sa Sa mga nagda-diet, hindi para sa inyo to. Okay? Pero sa mga gutom at mga may hangover, masarap to. May enjoy nyo. Hayaan nyo lang maluto pa yung longganisa nyo. Malalaman yung luto na siya. Pag nagbabrown na siya, tsaka maaamoy nyo talaga yung mas nagiging malakas yung amoy ng longganisa. Doon ko nalalaman na pagluto na siya. Kasi nga medyo, kung hindi kayo sanay nagluluto ng longganisa, if you're not used to cooking longganisa, it's quite difficult to tell when it's cooked because it doesn't change color too much. Pero you can tell by the texture, okay? You can tell by the smell. Once you can start really smelling the meat, then it should be good. I want to add my red pepper flakes. So I think this is pretty unique to my cooking when I start adding red pepper flakes early on into my cooking process kasi feeling ko lumalasa yung anghang niya, yung spice niya pagka inuna ko siya. Tapos, I'm just gonna add a little bit more if I want to, probably midway through the process, the cooking process, or even at the end. So, sa amin, mahilig kami sa maanghang. Kaya, hindi ako nahihirapan or hindi ako nahihiyang magdagdag ng pampaanghang, ng chili pepper flakes. Nakikita ko na, nakikita nyo, medyo nagbabrown na yung longganisa natin. Tsaka, naamoy ko na rin siya. Okay? So, konti pa. Siguro mga, sa akin, sa preference ko, hintay tayo ng mga 3 minutes. Okay? Okay, so now you guys, I hope you're paying attention to your meat and you're not letting it burn. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add the garlic. You could actually add the garlic before the red chili pepper. Pero okay lang yan. You can add it after, before. Okay lang din. Basta ako, masaya na ako na in-add ko yung garlic after the red pepper flakes. So, palutuin ko lang ng konti yung garlic, pero wag niyo pa susunugin. Don't let it burn, just let it cook. And then once you can, again, like I said, smell the garlic along with the longganisa. Pag nagalaban na yung amoy ng longganisa, tsaka yung garlic nyo, next step na tayo. Okay? So, iwan nyo lang ng konti, pero still pay attention kahit iniiwan-iwan nyo. Keep checking, ha? Huwag nyo pa sunugin. So, guys, I see that my garlic looks good. My longganisa looks good. I got a good amount of oil seeping through from all these ingredients. So, that's what I'm looking for. Alam ko this is gonna be super flavorful. Tapos, ilo-lower ko na yung heat ko sa mga medium heat lang. Okay? Kasi gusto ko na idagdag yung tomatoes natin. Yan. Then, halo na naman. Siyempre, huwag kakalimutan. Halo na ng halo. Mahaba-haba to. Paghalo. Okay, mapapagod. Basta patient lang kayo. Ayan. Tapos, add ko na rin yung pepper natin, konting salt, tsaka yung iba nating spices. Okay? Para sabay-sabay na sila naluluto, nagkasama-sama na ingredients natin, and all the different spices are gonna integrate into the longganisa, the garlic, the oil, before we even add our cream. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna start adding pepper. It's up to you. I love pepper, so I put a good amount of pepper. Yan. And then, syempre salt. Actually, guys, I realized that I forgot to mention salt. Pero, I mean, I hope it's pretty standard in your household. So, just add a little bit of salt. I'm seeing that the tomatoes are starting to cook. I could tell because it's starting to get really soft. When I press on it, or I press on them, I can see that they're starting to get really soft. Okay, and then like I said also, let's go ahead and add our other spices, which I believe we have our cayenne pepper. We like spice, so add a little bit more. And our chili powder. There you go. So I suggest you guys start tasting your dish as you go, so you could estimate how much chili powder, how much spices you'd want to add. Okay, that looks good to me. Making sure my heat is in medium heat. I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, and now I'm gonna go ahead and wait until we can add our basil leaves. Okay, so Looking good, smelling great. Now I know I can start adding my basil leaves. Okay, just really adds a bit, it adds some good aroma to your dish. Who would have thought basil leaves would work with longganisa? I didn't. I just figured I got lucky when I added basil leaves. I just thought it would elevate, like I said, the dish. Okay, so nakita ko brown na yung nagka-brown na yung longganisa ko. So I like the color. My garlic looks great. It's not overcooked. My tomatoes, now I can barely see them, which is great. That's what I like because I actually put them or add them for the flavor. Okay, and the acidity of the tomatoes. So yan. And again, another couple minutes, and then we're gonna add our media crema. Okay, now I'm gonna add our media crema. Actually, guys, feeling ko best part sa akin. Table cream, kasi I feel like nag-iiba na talaga yung tsura ng ating pasta. Yan. Dagdag yun na lahat. Yan. Ang sarap. And then what I usually do, and I feel like a lot of Filipinos do, we use the can, and we add a little bit of water to kind of dilute the cream, or para lang you can get the consistency that you want. So may measure nyo. Kasi for me, this is a little thicker than I would like my sauce to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of water using the can. Tsaka rin para makuha natin lahat ng cream mo para walang masayang. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna add my water. Okay, making sure you don't add too much din kasi mabilis lumabnaw yung ating cream pag dinabihan nyo masyado ng water. So dahan-dahanin nyo lang. Carefully pour your water in so you could make sure that you get the consistency you want. You don't want it to be too diluted either. Like I said, I love my peppers. I'm gonna add a little bit more pepper. Okay, I like seeing my pepper in my sauce, so if I don't see them, I'm kind of encouraged to add more. Ngayon, hanggat hinintay nating maluto pa yung sauce natin with our meat, I'm gonna start making our spaghetti or fettuccine noodles. Start cooking it para pagka natapos na yung sauce, tapos na rin yung ating noodles or halos magkasabay lang, hindi na masyado matagal ang hintayin natin na mag-plate at tikman yung ating food. You guys, so like I said, we're gonna start cooking our pasta noodles. I'm just here multitasking, also stirring as we go. I just don't want the cream to burn. I don't want our pasta to burn. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on our pot with water, or maybe the other one. Our pot with water, I'm gonna have it on high heat para lang masabilis na mag-boil. And then while I have that boiling, or waiting for it to boil, while I'm waiting for it to boil, I'm gonna go ahead and add my salt. Generous amount of salt and my olive oil. Good amount of olive oil to avoid your pastas from sticking. There you go. Now I've lowered our heat to make sure that I don't overcook our pasta sauce. Okay, just enough to start warming it up and keeping it warm and that it doesn't start to clump up. Yan. Hindi naman siya para masunog kung mababa lang din yung heat nyo. Basta halu-haluin nyo lang and pay attention, okay? Tsaka huwag nyo kalimutan tikman. Siguraduhin yung okay na yung lasa sa inyo, yung lalo yung mga spices na nilagay natin. Okay? Yan. Remember, we have a cup of Parmesan cheese, and what I want to do is probably add half of my portion right here. We're gonna save some for our garlic bread. I hope you guys didn't forget about our garlic bread. Masarap pang pasta pag may kasabay na garlic bread. Ayan. So, syempre, pampatikin din tong cheese natin, pero para ano, mas masarap din, mas malinamnam, mas creamy. Mahilig ako sa cheese, you guys. So, hindi ako nahiya. Yan. So, just check the consistency. Para lang, because I don't want it too thick, like I said, but also I don't want it to be too, I guess, liquidy, for the lack of a better term. I don't know the right term. So, yan. Pero ito mukhang perfect na naman sa akin. Paki-count nga ilang beses ako nagsabi ng perfect tonight. Dahil mahilig ako sa pepper, dadagdagan ko pa siya ng pepper. Yan. Guys, joke lang pala. Mukhang mauna nga yung sauce natin. Masyado yata ako ambitious sinabi kong magsasabay sila ng pasta noodles natin. A box of noodles, or I'll probably say mga 12 minutes para al dente siya. So, sana, hindi masyado natin pahintayin ng ating sauce. So, I'm still mixing my sauce and making sure I'm not overcooking it at very low heat, okay? But now I do notice that our pasta water over here is ready for our noodles. So I'm feeding about probably 4 to 5 people. So I think we're good with one entire box. So go ahead and put them in. Okay. Let's not waste. There you go. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that I have all the noodles in the water, and we wait, like I said, for al dente about 12 minutes. But just make sure you keep checking because you also don't want to overcook your noodles. Yan. Nagugutom na ako, guys. Pili ko namumuti na yung mga mata ko. Nagugutom na ako. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn my flame off. Our pasta sauce should be good. Okay, guys, we're done with our pasta sauce and our pasta noodles. They're in the back here by my stove, but I wanted to make sure that we transfer over here on my island so I could show you guys another thing that I promised you, which is our garlic bread. So this is going to be super easy. Let's go ahead and start slicing our French bread. I'll go ahead and make about 4 garlic breads. Tapos, ayan, makipaglabang kayo sa bread nyo. Ayan. So ngayon, kuha ko isa. Okay? And ulitin ko lang to for all 4, okay? Our remaining butter, right here, let's use that. Bawal magsayang, so gamitin natin. Okay, so yan guys, huwag na kayong mahiya. Dagdagan nyo na yung butter nyo, parang ako, dahil ako mahilig ako sa butter. Pampasexy din yan. So, let's keep adding our butter. And then, syempre, sunod natin yung garlic natin. So, sana, sana may garlic tayo, no? So, may garlic bread nga, di ba? So, kailangan natin ng garlic. So, I have my minced garlic. Gamitin niyo yan. Maglagay kayo ng garlic sa garlic bread nyo. Okay? Kundi, hindi siya lasang garlic bread. Diba? Butter tsaka bread na lang kayo. Ayan. So, lagay niyo yung minced garlic nyo. I like a generous amount of garlic as well. Dahil mahilig naman ako sa bawang. Tapos, lagyan natin ng konti pang garlic powder. Ito, secret ko to. Kasi, pampalasa rin to. Okay. Lagay tayong konting garlic powder. Ayan. Tapos, cheese. Sabi ko naman sa inyo, hindi para sa mga nagda-diet tong ating meal today. Yan, lagyan yung cheese. And then, mamaya pagkatapos natin toast, maglalagay tayong parsley flakes. But for now, I'm gonna keep... Ayan, lasing na kasi ako. Ilan pa tayo? Bakit hindi? So ngayon, I'll keep doing the exact same steps for the rest of my bread slices. Pero tutoast ko to sa aking toaster ng mga 300 degrees. Siguro mga, tignan natin 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, check ko siya kung okay na. If it's toasted to my preference. And then, tapos plate na natin, pasta natin, kain na tayo. Okay, you guys, so finally, natapos na din natin pati yung garlic bread. Sabihin nyo, hindi mukhang masarap yan. Ha? Tignan nyo naman. So, sa akin talaga, alam ko tapos na yung garlic bread ko pagka-crunchy na siya dito sa gilid, sa labas, sa outer area, pero ang lambot niya pa rin sa loob. Tapos, syempre, kita nyo naman yung cheese natin, medyo nag-brown na tsaka melted na. So, toasted to perfection. So, ngayon, tapusin na natin itong mga iba nating garlic bread na walang parsley. Dahil sabi ko, share ko to sa mga tao dito sa bahay namin. And I'm feeding my husband and 2 of our other friends. So, syempre, hindi pa rin tatapos dyan. Yung ating pasta, ang ating star ng show, ang main dish natin. Ayan. Ano ba? Magpapakabait ba ako or magiging generous ba ako sa kanila? Dadagdagan natin ang kanilang pasta, ang portion ng pasta nila. And then, syempre, yung sauce. Ito na. Ito talaga ang paborito ng lahat. Ayan. Ang aking Longganisa sauce. Sige na. Let's be nice to them. Damihan na natin. Okay? did you know that, syempre di nyo alam, hindi ko pa na-share. Pero, itong recipe na to came about when I was sleeping. No, when I woke up from my sleep one day. And sabi ko, gusto ko magpasta. Parang gusto ko magluto ng pasta. Kaso, sabi ko, ayan, nagkakalat na ako. Pero sabi ko sa sarili ko, parang, I've been cooking the same type of pasta, white sauce, Italian sausage, which by the way, you guys, if you don't have access to Longganisa, or if you don't like to try Longganisa because it is a very flavorful meat, go ahead and try Italian sausage. It works really well with this base, with the pasta base or pasta sauce. And yeah, just replace the Longganisa with Italian sausage, spicy Italian sausage if you like it spicy, and it will be delicious as well. Anyway, I digress. So, kasi sabi ko, nagising ako, sabi ko, ano bang pwede, ano bang masarap na pwedeng alternative naman sa sausage, and then na may enjoy din ng kapamilya ko. So, sabi ko, bakit hindi ko try Longganisa? Isip ko, malasa yung Longganisa, so baka hindi mag-work kasi sobrang flavorful niya on its own. But you know what, let's take a risk. So I did, and I figured these other ingredients work well with the Longganisa, and yeah, lo and behold, naging favorite siya ng family ko. Ang masarap nating cheese, dagdagan natin kasi laging masarap pag maraming cheese. Yan. Tapos, finally, our parsley. There you go. I think it's time to eat, you guys. I think it's about that time. Tawagin ko na ba sila? Guys, so naisip ko, unahan na natin sila, tikman na natin to dahil ako na-excite na ako. Dahil gutom na rin ako. So, unahan na natin sila. Pagkatapos mo tikman, taste testin natin para sigurado magugustuhan nila. Which alam ko naman magugustuhan nila to. Okay? Ang sarap talaga. Gusto kasi... Sana naririnig nyo. Masarap talaga. Parehas. Tapos sabay pa. Tapos yung ating wine. Sorry na speechless ako, guys. Pero masarap talaga. So sana itry nyo sa inyo ngayon. Tawagan na natin sila. Kawawa naman na baka gutom na. Guys, so dito na sila. Dito na yung mga kakain. Huwag nyo lang share na nauna na ako kumain. Well, I guess kayo narinig na nila. So ayan. Enjoy, you guys! Masarap ba?
Sarap.
Okay guys, so nahihiya sila pero mukha naman nasasarapan sila. Again guys, thank you for joining me today. Mukhang may napasaya naman ako dito. Sana napasaya ko rin kayo. Please do subscribe to my channel. I hope you tune in and watch my other videos as they come. But yeah, salamat guys! But guys, like I said, follow me on my Facebook and Instagram at Cooking with Kikay, same spelling as my YouTube channel. Let me know how you like this dish, if you try it at home with your friends and your family. Tsaka, ano pa ba? Ano pa ba sinasabi nila? Tsaka meron bell somewhere. Pindutin nyo na rin yun. Give me a thumbs up. On the comment section below, please let me know kung anong gusto nyo pa makita. Tsaka tag nyo ako kung tinry nyo to. Namamatay na rin yung camera ko, guys. So thank you, God bless! I hope to hang out with you guys again soon. Bye!
Hope you guys enjoy. Here's
And I'm Ashley.
Wow, yummy. Wow.
Hey guys, so
Salamat. Oh, ang sarap.